Today we're going to be talking about what Vipassana is and how we go about practicing it. Vipassana means insight, as in insight into the true nature of reality. So the word meditation means different things to different people. For some, meditation means the calming of the mind and creating of peaceful and pleasurable state of vacation or escape from mundane reality. For others, meditation implies extraordinary experiences or the creations of mystical or magical states of awareness. The word meditation comes from the same linguistic base as the word medicine. This is useful to understand that the meaning of meditation, since medicine refers to something that is used to cure bodily sickness. As a parallel, we can understand meditation as being used to cure sickness of the mind. Additionally, we understand that medicine, as opposed to drugs, is not for the purpose of escaping into the temporary state of pleasure or happiness and then fading away, leaving you as sick as before. Medicine is meant to affect a lasting change, bringing the body back to its natural state of health and well-being. In the same way, the purpose of meditation is not to bring about a temporary state of peace or calm, but rather to return the mind suffering from worries, stresses, artificial conditioning back to a natural state of genuine and lasting peace and well-being. So when you practice Vipassana, you begin to realize that it's not always peaceful or pleasant. Understanding and working through deep-rooted state of stress, worry, anger, addiction, can be at times quite an unpleasant process, especially since we spend most of our time avoiding or repressing these negative aspects of the mind. It might seem at times that meditation doesn't bring any peace or happiness at all. This is why it must be stressed that meditation is not a drug. It isn't a drug. It's not supposed to make you feel happy while you're doing it and then return you, to your misery when you're not doing it, when you're not meditating. Meditating is meant to affect a real change in the way you look at the world, bringing your mind back to its natural state of clarity. It should allow you to attain true and lasting peace and happiness through being better able to deal with the natural difficulties of life. The basic technique of meditation that we use to facilitate this change is the creation of clear awareness. In meditation, we try to create a clear awareness of every experience as it occurs. Without meditating, we tend to immediately judge and react to our experiences as good or bad, or me or mine, etc., which in turn give rise to stress, suffering, and mental sickness. By creating a clear thought about the object, we replace these sort of judgments with the simple recognition of the object as it is. So at this time, you can be meditating as you're listening as well. So if you like, sit with your legs crossed, if possible, with one leg in front of the other. Don't put them on top of each other. If this position is uncomfortable, you can sit in any position that is convenient for observing the abdomen. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be observing and paying attention to the rising and the falling of the abdomen. So sit with one hand on top of the other, palms up on your lap with your back straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, just as long as it's comfortable and easy to observe the rise and the fall of the stomach, of the abdomen. Close your eyes. Since the focus is on the stomach, having your eyes open will only distract the attention away from the object. Send your mind out to the abdomen. When the abdomen rises, give rise to a clear thought silently in the mind. Rising, rising. And when the stomach falls, falling, falling. Repeat this practice until your attention is diverted to another object of awareness. Again, it's important to understand that the clear thought rising and falling should be in the mind, which should be focused on the abdomen. It's as though you're talking to your abdomen, just like it's a person. You just talk to it, talk to your stomach. So you can do this for 5-10 minutes, or longer if you can, until your mind begins to jump around like a monkey, because the mind is like a monkey. Well, it's always hopping about, jumping around to one thing to another, from one thing to another, and and then you can bring the mind back to the object. And you can use mantra, and we'll be talking about the objects. The mantra, you can use mantra to create clear awareness. A mantra refers to a word or a phrase that is used to focus the mind on an object, like rising and falling. We use the mantra to focus our attention on ordinary reality as a clear recognition of our experience as it is, free from projection and judgment. By using mantra, we will be able to understand the objects of our experience clearly and not become attached to or have aversion to them. For example, when we move the body, we use a mantra to create a clear awareness of the experience. Using a mantra that captures its essence, as in moving. When we experience a feeling, we say feeling. When we think, we say thinking. When we feel angry, we say in the mind, angry, angry. When we feel pain, we remind ourselves silently, pain, pain. And we pick up a word that describes the experience accurately and use that word to acknowledge the experience of what it is, not allowing the arising of a judgment of the object as good or bad or me or mine. The mantra should not be at the mouth or in the head, but simply a clear awareness of the object for what it is, the word. Therefore, should arise in the mind at the same location as the object itself. Which words we choose is not as important, as long as it's focused the mind on the object, the objective nature of experience. To simplify the process of recognizing the manifold objects of experience, we traditionally separate experience into 4 categories. Everything we experience will fit into one of these 4 categories, and we'll be talking about that. the satipatthana. They serve as a guide in systematizing our practice, allowing us to quickly recognize what's real and what's not real, and identify reality for what it is. And we should actually memorize these, and I'll explain them here. The four satipatthana, or the four foundations of mindfulness, four categories of sati. Sati means mindfulness, but also sati, the way it translates, it's different. It translates as mindfulness, but actually it means to remember or to recollect. It has to do more with remembering than being aware or awareness. If you have good memory, then you have good sati. Patthana means foundation. Upatthana is establishing, means establishing. So, but what does this have to do with meditation? In meditation, sati means to remember yourself. Remember the present moment, what's happening right now, what's happening at this moment, present reality. So the first one, the first satipatthana is Kaya. Kaya means body. This means the movements and postures of the body. And the second one is Vedana. This means feelings, body and mental sensation of pain, happiness, calm, etc. And that is Vedana, feelings. And the third one is Citta. Citta means mind, thoughts that arise in the mind, of like past, future, good, bad. And then the fourth one is Dhamma. And Dhamma, this doesn't actually mean Dhamma as in the teachings of the Buddha. This means a group of mental and physical phenomena, like the mental state that cloud one's awareness, the six senses by which one experiences reality. And so these four, the body, the feeling, the thought, the Dhamma, Kaya, Vedana, Citta, Dhamma, these four things are used to create clear awareness of the present moment. When we do this meditation, it helps to uproot judgments. We'll no longer form judgments in the mind when we feel or when we see or hear things. It also becomes, it all becomes conceptual, and we no longer like or dislike, and we develop equanimity, and as a result we have awareness. We have sampajanya. Sampajanya means clear awareness. When we're mindful, when we're mindful, we have sampajanya. We have clear awareness. You see things as they are with clear mind, and you'll see the benefit of this, and it keeps your mind clear.